All right, you Geordie faithful. Your resident insider is back with the latest musings from one of our beloved Brazilian heroes on Tyneside. I'm talking about none other than the rejuvenated Joelinton, who, in typically bullish fashion, has reiterated his commitment to the black and white cause, while expressing cautious optimism that Eddie Howe and Bruno Guimarães could do likewise. After putting pen to paper on a shiny new deal back in April, the man affectionately dubbed the Battering Ram by the St. James faithful is now laser-focused on firing Newcastle back into the big time of European football next term. Before we crack on, word is if you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button, we'll be in the top 4 this year. Come on, lads. That said, even Joe knows it's an uphill task without 2 of our Supremos sticking around to help spearhead that continental charge. On the future of his inseparable midfield partner Guimarães, our reformed forward-turned midfield maverick seemed relatively assured, declaring, "I think Bruno's going to stay. He tells me he's going to come back next week from the Copa America and get ready for the season. I know him. He loves the club. He loves the fans. He enjoys his life in Newcastle. I think he's glad to be there for his life as well as for football." Strong words of reassurance, eh? Although you'd expect nothing less from the man who has forged such an incredible on- and off-field bond with the Brazilian dynamo over the past few seasons. But what about the burning issue of Eddie Howe's future and that lingering England interest? Well, Joelinton was similarly bullish in his stance. "He's done a lot for me since day one," our reformed number 9 gushed. "He's a great coach, a great man. I love him. I have a lot of respect for him. He definitely changed my career. I will be grateful forever. We love him here. We want him here. I know he can take us to the next level." You can just feel the sincerity oozing out of every syllable, can't you? This is a player who owes an enormous debt of gratitude to the genius gaffer for resurrecting his faltering career on Tyneside. Having been the $40 million laughingstock under previous regimes, Howe arrived and instantly transformed Joelinton into an uncompromising midfield dynamo who opposition hated facing. So you can understand why the thought of his esteemed leader potentially leaving has Joelinton hot under the collar. To see his name linked with the England job shows how good he is, how well he's done since he came here. But of course we want him to stay for as long as possible. We want to stay with him. High praise indeed. Although I know many of you Toon diehards will be hoping the same given the monumental impact Howe has had on turning our ailing club's fortunes around. With Bruno and Eddie hopefully sticking around for the long haul, it seems Joelinton has lofty ambitions to force his way back into Brazil's plans ahead of next year's World Cup too. "It's my goal," he admits. "I hope my on-field relationship with Bruno can help get me back into the national team, but my first focus is Newcastle." You've got to admire the single-mindedness, especially from a lad who has finally found his feet and looked reborn under Howe's expert tutelage. "I'm very happy here. I love the club, the city, my family is happy. I enjoy my life. I'm happy to continue my journey here. My hopes are high for the next season." With uplifting battle cries like that ringing out, you can be sure Joelinton will be leaving every last drop on the pitch to fire us back amongst Europe's elite next term. Away the lads. If we can keep this incredible core together, there's no reason why greater glory can't be ours once again under the Saudis' heavy investment. Over to you, Eddie and Bruno. Your impassioned teammate has made his stance crystal clear. Don't let us down, Bonnie lads. Andy Shearer reporting live from St. James Park for NUFC Quick News. Until next time.